Hello everybody, bienvenido a todo. Welcome to my channel, Vabrut, with me, Vabrut, and like always, we are in Train Sim World. It's Train Sim World 5 now. It has been for a few weeks. And, excuse me, while I just open the window a bit for some fresh air. Okay, there we go. It's getting a bit hot in here. Unexpected sun. We are in Frankfurt, Fulda, and we are starting at Frankfurt Sud, I think. Yep, and then going to Fulda. So this is a Flixtrain, so we're going to be in the Vectron. And it originated in Stuttgart and it's going to Berlin, but we're just picking it up from Frankfurt Sud, which is not Hauptbahnhof. It is a smaller station to the south that allows trains that bypass the main terminus to sort of get close to Frankfurt. Um, I'm guessing we've come from. I've passed by the airport and everything, and so now we're doing a non-stop, I think, from here to Fulda. Well, let's see what the screen says. Rightio then. Need to remember. There we go. Doors open. Lights. I think lights should be done. But I need to get up and sort out all my PZB and LZB. Oh, this bloody thing. I'm gonna do Sifa. Annoying as it is. I just feel like I need to do it for some authenticity, I think. And then I shall turn on the RFB. And I think I'm correct in thinking the light's already on. Wait. Yes, there. And we got these older coaches that have been refurbished with the red lights on at the back. Yes. And oh look, he's going into tunnel. Bye. And yes, we shall make our move. So I mean, there's Frankfurt. You get a similar, but maybe a bit more impressive view from actual Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. You can watch the videos where I've ended there or started there. Can't remember. And yeah, you basically Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof is like somewhere over there, and it looks sort of more directly at them. But this is pretty impressive, I think. I thought I put heavy clouds on, but I must have put light clouds. Oh look! Oh look! A freight train. I'm sure we're gonna get stuck behind that. Right, let's put up RFB here, and you have to confirm it, which is annoying. I'm going to reduce the brakes, but no point much yet because we are stuck behind that freight train. So we're going to be on a red. So what this means is, I believe, I'm going to have to be clever about how I drive. So there's no point in driving to the speed limit because almost certainly that train is going to be going slower than me. And I will just end up hitting red lights constantly and having PZB scream at me. So I shall be taking it nice and slowly. I did close the doors, didn't I? Yes, I did. I am ready to go. Oh, look. I've got this one as well. He better not leave before me. Well, we'll see. That could be a scandal. Deutsche Bahn prioritizing their own trains over open access operators. Chun chun chun. We will find out. He's closing his doors. I can hear you. Oh my god, that's so annoying. How dare them? Oh my god, they're going before me. This is something of a scandal. I mean, I hope he's going off, like, somewhere. Like, down here or something. To a different way to Würzburg. I think maybe this is the turn off to Würzburg. Oh no, maybe it's even further out. Maybe it's like here. Oh. Yeah. Well, I think that's a scandal. I think they've prioritized their own train over me. That's why you can't have, You can't have the rail operator and the track operator being the same company in a system like this. Well, no, it's fine if you don't, unless you introduce privatization like this. Let's see how long it takes, because I don't think that train is going off. Oh no, we are going to be stopping in. No, is that where we are? We're going to stop at Hanau. Ooh, Hanau. That's okay then. That means I don't need to rush. But it's only got 13 minutes to get there, and dun 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 dun. Oh come on, he's miles away now. There we go. Off we go. Let's see, I've got dynamic weather on, so let's see what happens. I'm only at 40, aren't I? So yeah, that'll get me across all the points. Okay, as we leave the station. And then I'll go up to 80. Oh no, I'll go up to 100 because that next one's just cleared. But for now I have to wait. So I'm restricted to 40. I cross over all of these points. There's a train waiting for me somewhere. Somewhere on that ramp. He's waiting for me to move. Well, I'm sorry. Wouldn't have had this issue had it not been for whoever schedules these trains. Looks like a little two-car train. I can't see from here what it is. Maybe it's not a two-car train. Oh, I'm free to go to 75, was it? Oh no, now I can go to 100. No, it's a 4-car train, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it just looks like a 2-car train on little 425. Do you like them? Okay, right, let's figure this out. We've got 10 minutes to go 16 kilometers. So if we were doing 60 kilometers an hour, we would be doing 1 kilometer a minute. Which would take us 16 minutes. If we did 120 kilometers an hour, it would be half that, so it would be 8 minutes. Okay, that's what we shall do. Go to 120. And hope we don't get stuck, get like trapped behind a regional stopper, because that regional did go off ahead of us and it did come down this line. Oh, that flashing is telling me something. We'll go down to 80, I think. Oh, this route, I'll give it. It doesn't try and be nice to you. Okay, no, that's fine. I thought that yellow was telling me that I was going to have to slow down for the train in front, but nope, I can continue in my big green train. Gorgeous. Say gorgeous. They're very, very unique trains, I suppose. They're not quite as attractive as some of the older German trains, but I don't think it's hideous. I think maybe having a sort of, maybe, I don't know, a bit flat-fronted. Okay. Oh, looks like we are gonna be trailing that regional all the way. Well, not for the whole line, I assume, but we'll get stuck. But we'll probably be following for a long way. And we're down to what? 6 and a bit minutes now? No, 7.5. Yay! Oh. Yes, I'll give you to 80. And then let's see. Oop. 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 Oh no, I was like, oh my god, look, we've been sent back, but those are different trains. I think those are the S-Bahn. Oh, just when you think. Just when you think. But we're not under pressure anymore, so I might push up to 140. I know I'm just going to end up having to brake, but I really want to get to her now. That's something I thought I'd ever say. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying this route, I have to say. Frankfurt Fulda. I definitely think it's a very performance-wise taxing one, particularly around to now for some reason. Like Frankfurt itself doesn't seem to be the worst. It seems to be around to now when for some reason it's just like the frame rates take a huge dive. Generally speaking, though, what I find is that what am I trying to say? What I find is that I don't tend to get like big hangs or like huge like 5-second stutters when I'm just playing it normally. But when I have the streaming software on, it does seem to that the hangs seem to sort of go on and on. So if we encounter any 4 or 5 second hangs, like full-on screen freeze for multiple seconds, could be streaming related. Doesn't seem to happen when I'm not streaming, and in any case I do have like a bunch of mods installed, so you're not seeing the vanilla experience here. I've got my graphics card sort of tuned up to do 120% of the screen and then shrink it back down. I've got like 110% within the game itself, so it's like currently rendered much bigger than it actually is, and it's just shrinking it down. And then there's a bunch of engine mods I've got installed that sort of bring in more from the loading distance. And what else? What else? And I don't think I've got any train mods that affect this route. Got mods for the weather, but just for the rain and snow, I think. Any other trains? I don't think I've got any enhancement packs for any stock on this route. I don't think. There might be some Creators Club liveries that show up on some of the trains. I keep seeing a Railjet livery show up on the Vectron when they're freight trains. It's not always, but it's sometimes. And yeah, I suppose that might be it. But the performance on this route is choppy, undoubtedly. Because I mean, it's dense. It's very dense, and it has a lot going on. I mean, compared to like say Munich or Augsburg, which was like another performance-heavy route, that doesn't have much going on. Like once you've left Munich, it's pretty nothingy. Okay, we'll bring it down to 110. Quickest way down to get down to 130 is to go down to 110 straight away. There we go. And then I can saunter along I've got 2 and just under 3 minutes, well, and yeah, still 3 kilometers away. And that's by as the crow flies, so it might not be straight. Yeah, we've got more to do than that. But on the plus side, there won't be a train in our platform or anything, so I don't think. I think we've got a clear run until Hanau. So yeah, that's good. Lots of AI on this route. It's great. I like stuff like this, diesels. There we go. So you got diesels, freight, lots of passenger services, just generally. So see, as we're approaching Hanau now, as we are now approaching Hanau, how now, brown cow? We are. You can see the frame rates are starting to get really choppy. Choppy. I guess because like there's all of this sort of. I mean, it's pretty hefty. I mean, that's bigger than most some stations that some routes have for any of their stations. And this is like a secondary station, not even the main one. I'm gonna reduce to 60. Bring us down to 40. Closer we get to the station. So that we can saunter in. Oh, well, you know, we're not going to be super late. I guess that delay was built in. That's good. I like it when a delay is built into the timetable. I don't want to be like punished for not being able to do something that was programmed into the timetable. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't. It's a game. I actually think I'm driving these trains. God no, that people would hate me. But it's better to not have it that way because that can be annoying. Rightio then. Here we go. Nearly. God, all these beeps give me PTSD. I'm like, beep, 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 beep. I'm like, Oh, wait. Oh, that's very annoying. Oh, for some reason I was on this one. Why was I on that one? Oh well. 36 seconds late, I can live with that. And I run off the end. Oh, no. The carriages are all on the platform. That's fine. As long as the carriages are all on the platform, I don't mind. I don't care if I get less points because I didn't stop in the exact right place. All the passengers can make it off and on correctly. That's what matters for me as a driver. All about passengers, ain't it? Assuming I'm gonna have to go over some. Oh no, it doesn't say I have to go over any points or anything, so apparently I can just go to 100. Straight to 100. I think I might get the get LZB after this as well, once we've left this station. But not the whole way, just until I think it's like this straight bit here. So that the trains can go at 200. And then the rest of it is either normal signalling or GNT. There's a bit of GNT around here, I think, and then lots around up here. It's all curvy. And they want those iced teas to be able to go bam, bam, bam. Goodbye now. Maybe our frame rates will improve now. That must be the name of a German pop song, Hanau. Hanau. Like I said in a previous video, I have been to Hanau. And will not be going back. Been to Frankfurt as well twice. May go back. A lot of good transport stuff around there. I very highly recommend the oh no, I've forgotten the name of it. Speyer Technik Museum, I think is the name. And it's a oh, there we are. We have LZB. Speyer Tech Museum, which has like lots of planes, and I think it has trains and cars, just transport, interesting transport, and a lot of the planes are sort of held up on these big stilt post things. They have a 747, which is absolutely amazing. You can like walk around it. It's like the full-size 747. I think they've cut down the wings a bit. They probably had to get it there. But the actual interior and everything, the fuselage is all like it was, and they've torn up bits of the floor so you can look into the passenger holds, and I mean the cargo holds, and you can walk out into the wing. It's bloody fascinating. And there's another one not far from there that has the two Concords, the Russian one and the British-French one. I feel like I've said this before. But anyway, yeah, this is highly recommend a visit to this area of Germany. Not necessarily Frankfurt, it's quite boring, bless it. But I quite like boring places, so I didn't mind it. But my partner absolutely hated it. Was very unimpressed that I dragged in there twice. First time was we just wanted to see Frankfurt, and we were like, where is everyone? Right, yeah. It is morning, isn't it? Yeah, so the sun is gradually going to get higher in the sky. Oh, look, my driver is wearing his Flixtrain t-shirt. I might take one of these down Castle Würzburg as well, actually, because it's a 200-kilometer train, I think, isn't it? Yeah. It is. I don't know. Well, I'm assuming these carriages can go at that speed as well. That may be a fatal assumption. Would there be a warning somewhere if they didn't? It says 200 there, I'm just going to assume that's 200 kilometers an hour. I don't pretend to be technical. In any case, 200 kilometers an hour is about 125 miles an hour, so it's not like, you know, it's like hauling down the well, it's like a Class 91 hauling down the Mark 4s at 125 miles an hour on the East Coast Main Line. Except this doesn't have a driving van trailer, sadly. I was hovering over getting the Expert DB101 and the with the cab control car today, but then I was like, no, I'll wait for a sale or something, or because MBTA route comes out in like, is it the 29th of October? Was it the 21st? It might be the 21st, and it's either the 21st or like the 29th, and it or maybe it's the 28th. I don't know. Nearish the end of October. I don't know how near to the end of October, and that is going to have a what's that going to have? And it's going to have a big diesel loco, big American diesel loco, Boston South Station, and then a bunch of intermediate stations as well. So I'm excited for that. So I might save this money until then. Unless there's another game that sort of piques my interest, but I don't think so at the moment. Oh, well, I say that, but Flight Simulator... Oh, that doesn't come out till November, actually. No. Oh, I might get Flight Simulator. With actual money. Be a Christmas present. Early Christmas present. Oh god, that reminds me, I signed up for the alpha test this weekend and they approved me and I haven't downloaded it. That's what I'll be doing after this. What time is it? Okay, right, Neely. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. On to help. Right. Fall off. I don't have any reason to turn it down now. I was just seeing that that red that was just ahead of me on the HUD. I was thinking, oh, I should slow down for that. But as a driver, I can't see that. I can only see the signals in front of me. Yes, there we go. Just get my. It's bloody annoying to try and get yourself out of the habit of that. This is a nice, big, powerful loco. It's like I think Flixtrain have ordered like a slightly more basic one. It doesn't. It just has like two simple. Just has two pantographs because the ones that travel like more widely across borders have four. I'm noticing that red, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna... That red looks like a proper red, actually, doesn't it? Because there's a green after it. Where's my warning? Where's my yellow? Oh no, it's green now. Huh, well. Think about that HUD. Makes you think the wrong things. I will be back in the West Coast Main Line soon because I'm really still enjoying it. It's my favourite route from Train 5. But this one is, I think, probably one of the better German routes, I have to say. There's so much variation in the traffic. The timetables are really sort of like intricate in that you like sort of run into behind, you start bumping into the trains that are ahead of you and it starts slowing you down. You encounter those reds and yellows. That makes the game a bit more immersive. So yeah, because a lot of the routes, well, a lot of the older routes didn't really have any of that. Since rush hour, there has been a bit more of that. Like you found it a bit more in Nürnberg or Dresden, and Brighton Main Line especially, yeah, and also Boston, Providence, and then it's sort of been hit and miss whether the timetables are particularly busy or not. I think like TSW3 sort of had the launch timetables for that were kind of meh. The launch routes were kind of, well, Kassel Würzburg was very good, and it's actually one of my favourite German routes because high speed, full like proper high speed. So it's where I take all the trains for a spin first time. Oh 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 oh. Oh, what did I miss? I'll have to go back and review the video to see what I missed. I think there must have been a magnet. Because there was a red ahead of me. I help my brake increase. There we go, right. Yeah, we go. I think this is telling me that is that regional train the reason for this? It is. Damn it! And every time I think I'm going to overtake him, I don't. Maybe this means I'm going to overtake him now. He's got red, and I've got green. Come on! Yeah, frame rate's not great at the moment. But I'm just like here screaming like, oh, do not give him the priority, let me pass him. He's 2 stops ahead. No, but I still have the right of way. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You watch, full sense of security. I'm reading those signals wrong and I'm going to get there and it's going to be alright. But as it stands, I think we're getting past him. I did do a regional service actually, but in the other way, with the Dostos, and I think it was with the 146, and I did have to stop and let another set of Dostos, like a regional express, go ahead of me. That was nice. That is like the creme de la creme of timetabling. Okay, 240. Oh no! I am getting a red. I guess he's getting a green. Okay, well I'm under. See, I think that red is mine. Means I'm assuming. Where did that train come from? Is that the regional that was in front? I said I'm so confused. Oh, and now I can go. Oh, no, it's saying. There must be a more fluid way to drive this train, but I don't know. Is that a narrow gauge railway? Oh, it is. I wonder where that comes from and goes to. Where are we now? Uchutui. Uchutui. Doesn't look very well used. Okay, I can go up to 40 now. Damn me. Focusing on this park train and thinking, oh my god, that's the regional that's been slowing me down, but it's not. We're still stuck behind him. Damn it. I don't think he'll go until somewhere around here, maybe. And now we have freedom. Oh, come on. Oh, actually I'll do 140 because it'll take us that long to get there. Little dusters. A little 146. I actually really feel like going to Germany now. It's been years, many years. I've been to Switzerland this year, and then I would think the last time I went to Germany was Berlin in like 2019. So yeah, like five years ago. That's a long time ago. So yes, I shall plan something for next year, I think. No more holidays for the rest of this year. I've travelled enough. Way too much travelling this year. And I will have to decide how this Germany trip goes, because do I want to drive there? It's quite a long way from Madrid. Although, well, not as long as driving to the UK was. I don't have to worry about driving on the other side of the road or anything like that, so maybe, but then, oh, I don't know. There's so many places to stop along the way, and I'm like, I don't want to be driving my car around French cities, and then I don't know what German cities are going to be like to drive around. You can never tell. So, like, if we did do it, I guess we'd go to... Oh, I forgot the name of it. Montpellier, Lyon, and then probably somewhere... I would probably arrive to Germany around Karlsruhe? Karlsruhe? I don't know. And then travel across and up, sort of through the middle and up towards Berlin. But I don't know if there's any good places to visit on that trajectory, or whether it'd be better to go up, sort of through the Rhine Valley, and then duck across when you get further north. We'll see. The alternative is doing it by train, which would make it much more simpler, because it would take out all of the choice of which route to go. It would literally be high-speed train from Madrid to Barcelona to Lyon, and then Lyon to, I think they get to, is it not Stuttgart? What's the other one? Dusseldorf, maybe? And that would be that. Or maybe see if there's still any night trains going. Although I don't really sleep well on them. I love them. I love the idea of them, but I don't sleep well on them. So we'll see. I've only just realised also that when I did go to Frankfurt the second time and took a train to Hamburg, it must have gone this way. I think. Oh, is that the regional? Oh, they letting us past. Oh, I hope that is. I hope that is. I mean, I've stopped so many times that it could be the other one that's like got really far ahead, but I'm pretty sure he got stopped for me. Where's he going? Where was the one we said? It was Würzburg, wasn't it? No, that's a different one. Damn it. We've got to 110 coming up. See, for speed limits, I think if we had an Ebola, that would be telling us the speed limits on the line. But I don't think it would be telling us the signalling ahead of us. I think it's only LZB that can do that. Whereas I think Ebola is sort of like, here's where you're going to stop, here's the passenger stations along the way, and here's, so like you can plan as you go, and like here are the speed limits on the line. But it can't tell you what the signals are. Because like PZB is just sort of working to the next signal, and LZB is just the train doing it sort of for you, telling you. I think that's how it is anyway. Maybe like, because I guess the Ebola gets updated by like live transmitters or something to know where you are on the route. I have seen some apps on the mod sites that sort of, there's some that will just give you the paper Ebola so that you'd scroll through it yourself, and then I saw one that was like a little window that pops up in the bottom left-hand corner. I did have an app years ago that was sort of like supposed to, you'd bring it up on your tablet and it would, and you'd press start when you started the route and it would sort of play through it. But it wasn't very good, the app. It might be my tablet, but it never sort of worked properly. I could never get to start first time. It seems to be too much for my poor tablet. But I wouldn't, maybe something like that would be quite cool. But then I can't be asked faffing around and just for German routes disabling the whole HUD and UI because I've got that, and then turning it back on again for all the other routes. I mean, I know you should play HUDless if you want to be expert, but I'm not an expert. I'm not a train driver. Never will be. Madness that I managed to get a driving license, to be honest. Good for me, I suppose, but less so for the other drivers on the roads of Spain. Oh, although actually, speaking of that, whilst we're in a sort of serene saunter through the valley of whatever river we're following on our way to Fulda, I did actually send in a few dashcam clips to a dashcam channel in Spain because I was annoyed. And I think it's called Dashcams España, but it might just be Dashcam ESP, as in like ESP for España. And it's usually pretty good. There's usually lots of stuff on there. Lots of bad drivers. Often the people filming are bad drivers, and I may be, but the two clips I sent in, I think were people who I didn't have anything to do with it. So yeah, I think if you see the name Wild Brute, if you went there and looked at it, and any of them said Wild Brute, that was from me, and you'll see. You might also hear me swearing in Spanish. But back to Germany as we are here. Oh, I need to go up to back to 110. This does feel slow when you don't have the GNT speeds. I guess GNT you get like an extra 10 kilometers, but it just, I mean, as well, the Ice-T feels like a fast train and looks like a fast train, whereas this, it feels fast when it is going 200 kilometers an hour because it's such a big, heavy, chunky thing, like the DBBR 101. They feel, these big locos that can get up to high speeds, they feel powerful because you can tell how heavy they are. But they look like a brick. Like there's nothing that makes you think, wow, that's a fast loco, that's a fast train. Whereas sort of the high-speed trains like the Ice-T or the Ice-3, they look streamlined, elegante. I've got 20 minutes, just under. And we are where? I think we've done about 2/3 of the route. Well, no, actually, less. Still. Oh, I love when we drive next to roads. when you're driving on a road and you're next to a railway, it's painful because you're like, when's there going to be a train? When's there going to be a train? When's there going to be a train? There's never a train. I did when I was in France. I think driving through France, I did get to see the TGV going from. I think it was outside of Bordeaux. It was going north. It was a very straight piece of track that followed alongside the motorway. It was very nice because you could see it stretch up a hill. And driving up the hill, you could be like, "Wow, this is quite hard to drive up this hill." And so, seeing a train that was like weighs 20 times more than my car, accelerating away to like 250 kilometers an hour, 300 or whatever it was impressive. And actually, that's mostly why I want to go back to Germany, because I really want to see the trains. I think last time I was there, I think I did see an Ice 4. Oh, and I saw an Ice 4 when I was in Switzerland as well, I think. Did I? Maybe I can look at my phone whilst... I mean, I shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving. But it's imaginary driving. Let's go back to May. May. Gosh, everything I have on my phone is just like pictures of countryside walks. What do I have of Switzerland? Okay, yes. Okay, yes, Ice 4. Ice 4, and I'm not lying. Look, there's an Ice 4 in Switzerland. But I don't think I've seen... I think I did see one in Germany a few years ago as well. I haven't seen the sort of chunkier new Velaros. I don't think... Well, apart from the one on the Eurostar. But I haven't seen the DB version. And I don't think I have seen... Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? I don't think I've seen Flixtrain or anything like that. I think that's the Creators Club livery, that OBB one. Gosh, you know, I don't think I've driven this end of the route in autumn. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's mountainous. These trees are gorgeous. And like the oranges and the greens. Oof. 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 It's because I like driving night on this route. I've tried to make a few videos at night time, but oh, what happened on the last one? Oh, I went for a red right at the end. It was so annoying. I was in a nice tea, and I had come all the way from Fulda, and I don't know if I was going all the way to Frankfurt. Hauptbahnhof, or if it was I went to south only, but either way I made it like an hour and 10 minutes through this route, and then right at the end went through a red light. I was like, live it, live it. It's also a fact of life that the videos that I do that get the most views tend to be the British ones, because I'm British, and Germans don't want to listen to a British person go blah, 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 over German content. They're missing out on my beautiful commentary. And it's probably because half the time I spend most of the video not talking about Germany and instead talking about anything else. Like talking about the shop down the road, or what it was like growing up in the UK in the 90s. And they're probably like, what the fuck? Just stick to German trains, please. We're in a German route. So I'm trying to discuss my holiday plans in Germany. I've shown you like real media captured from my phone of a German train. Not in Germany, admittedly, but... Oh, I can go up to 140, because we're going up to it. Oh. No, where's AFB? Come on, AFB. Oh, I need to see if I can find the bloody... RFB. Yes. See, this is the problem though with Germany. I've been to a lot of Germany, so trying to find places that I haven't been and follow a route. Because I've been to Hamburg, Cologne, Berlin, Frankfurt, Hamburg, Dresden, Munich, Wuppertal, Leipzig. So it's like it's getting harder and harder to find places. Oh, and not what's the place that's north of Hamburg by the water? In this game, Hamburg 2. Hana? No, that's in this route. I've been there wherever it is. So yeah, I'm struggling for cities. I think maybe like Dusseldorf. I've only passed through. So that might be one. There's another place, maybe around that area. Munich was great. I love south of Germany, but my brother lives in Berlin, so if I was going to go anywhere, it needs to sort of end in Berlin at least, so that I can see him. Oh, this would be so much simpler if they just brought back night trains. You could travel from Madrid to Germany on a night train, really. If you hooked up some Talgos, some sleeper coaches that were Talgos, switched the gauge. Well, actually, you wouldn't even need to. You could literally just run it all on the high-speed line, and then you wouldn't have to change the gauge, the track gauge. So you wouldn't need the Talgos. You could just take any sleeper carriages from anywhere, run them out of Atocha, go up through Barcelona and onwards to through Montpellier and Perpignan and Montpellier, and then up towards Lyon, and then carry on up to Strasbourg, and then Karlsruhe, and then voila, you're in Germany. I did also see that there's Germany still has trains that carry cars, so you can like go cross country in Germany. With car trailers, so you could drive. I could be like, okay, I'm going to drive to, let's say, Munich, for example. Munich isn't one of the destinations. I think it starts in Austria and goes up, so it bypasses big cities. But let's just say, city in the south in Bavaria, Munich. You go there, beautiful. You drive there, and it's all very nice. But then you want to travel to Hamburg. You drive your car, instead of driving, you drive onto the train, like the Eurotunnel, and then the train will just take you all the way to the destination. You drive off there. It's pretty cool. That used to be a big thing. Motorrail used to be a big thing all over Europe. And now it's I don't think there's any of it in the UK anymore. And I certainly don't think there's any in Spain. I'd be surprised if it was still in France. I think it's just Germany, Austria that are still holding it up. Maybe some Eastern European countries as well. Poland is huge. Maybe the UK would be brilliant to do it. I think they used to do it from like London all the way up to Scotland. And they do it from like Birmingham down to the West Country as well. Oh, I've done it. Right. Okay, right, I can see. That the next one is not red, so I can, instead of slowing down for it, I can just speed back up. Saunter through it at 80, and then we'll see, because that one is going to keep me at 80, because the red is at the next signal now. Still not 100% with German signals, because I don't know what some of the... Like, this is telling me the status of the next signal. It's not its own signal. So the green is a signal. The green is this signal, but then the yellow is telling me that the next one is red. I think. But now that it's green, so... And then I might pass like a little repeater signal that's like green as well, but that's not the signal, it's the repeater. There were some really good videos when TSW was first going where they explained all this. So I still have bits of memory, but yeah, I'm not... Well, look, listen to me, I'm British. I grew up with a very simple signalling system, just like traffic lights. Red, yellow, green. Oh, I've got a speed limit of 160. Shall I try and... Is it telling me I can? No, I'm gonna... No, because the next one is red. So I'm gonna say 80. Yeah. Ah! Aha! One good thing about this train is because it doesn't immediately change the AFB, you have to confirm it. If something like that happens, you haven't started changing speed yet. And I have to wait until I get to that signal for it to tell me it's all clear, you can carry on. Back up to 160. Oh god, we're only 8 kilometers away, that's not bad. Oh, I've made it, basically. Basically. I'll get some LZB soon. How long is this video? Ooh, nearly an hour. I guess it's going to be like an hour and 5. I'll try and wrap it up quickly at the end rather than rambling on about stuff. But yeah, I'm glad I did this. I've been wanting to do a Flixtrain video. And I do really like it. I really recommend it as like... if you like the DBBR 101, this is a really good train. Very nice. The Vectron's very nice on passenger routes. I hope to see more of it. Because I think they do use the DB blue, the red ones on passenger trains as well. But the one we have in the game, I think, is specifically for freight. Because these big, powerful German logos, they're very, very lovely to use. Ooh, nice freight. Alright, if you're saying we can carry on now at a higher speed, I'll do it. But there was a roadmap as well, actually. Now that I think about it, in the this week. Still, weirdly, the Great Western new timetable is like still a long way away by the sound of it. Like the next 0 to 3 months, I think they said is MBTA, the northern part of the West Coast Main Line with the Class 87, which I mean, absolutely day one purchase, doesn't matter. Just trains are very good. That's a very good route. The train, chef's kiss. And I think there was maybe... Was there anything else on DTG? Was there any MBTA? Nope, I don't think so. It wasn't a very exciting roadmap, I'll be honest, because they never are just after the game is launched, because they give you all of the sort of like, here's what's coming at the beginning of summer, and that stretches out for the next year ahead. So basically, we know what routes we're going to have for TSW5. It'll be the Welsh route. There's another German route around. It might be around here actually. It's from Mannheim to somewhere. There's the MBTA route. There is. Great Western upgrade. There's a Japanese route in development. There's the Just Trains route in Preston, Carlisle. And, oh, that's the thing, there's Manchester Airport Commuter. That's coming. That seems like it might be coming. That might be one of the ones that's coming in the next 3 months as well, actually. But that's just like a, that's just going to be a that's going to be like a short line, but it's basically, I think, from how I recall, it'll be a stretch of the West Coast Main Line from like somewhere around Stockport, south of Stockport, up into Manchester Piccadilly, and then so there'll be Pendolino's AI running along there, and probably you'll be able to run along there. The train that comes with it will be the Class 323, which already came with. Oh, I can't remember that little route, that boring little route, that boring Manchester route they already did. Bless it. Something triangle, something. That one, it'll be the same train from that, which is like little multiple unit, and it will. So as well as that stretch of the West Coast Main Line into Manchester Piccadilly, you also have the airport line, which is the airport line. The airport station is a terminus station, but it's sort of the trains from the West Coast Main Line sort of can divert off into it. I don't know if it's technically known as the West Coast Main Line, that stretch, but it forms part of it. And then from the north as well, again, I think it separates out after Piccadilly and trundles along on its own way in towards the airport. So it's sort of like a oh look, green again. We go straight into Fulda. Are we on time? Oh, we've got 2.5 minutes. We might be able to do that. So yeah, that's the other, because we'd had a teaser of that when the roadmap came out, I think, and it was just a stretch of line, could be anything. But now we know what it is. People are very disappointed, actually. I did go to the forums because I was looking for, what was I looking for? Oh, I downloaded the free version on my PlayStation 4 and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to make the DLC appear, and oh, there's a whole rigmarole. They've had to make a video about it because it's such a complicated process. Very annoying, complicated process actually. But the good thing is that whilst there, I got to see that like it's still absolute shambles in that place. So many angry people who really should just not play this game because they're really incapable of sort of viewing it as like just a game. If you say that to them, you can see some people be like, "Oh, come on, guys, it's just a game." They'll be like, "Actually, I'm all alone and I have nothing in my life, and this is the only thing that makes me happy." And you're like, "Oh God, it's not DGG's fault that they're not operating a social service here." I mean, as you can see, I'm able to enjoy myself with the game, so it's not the end of the world. May not be an expert with trains, but I enjoy it and it's fun. And honestly, when this game first came out years ago now, 5 years ago, I think, when TSW with a collection of routes came out on PlayStation, because I played it on PlayStation for the first 3-4 years, it was pretty. It wasn't great, that's what I'll say. I mean, the clouds looked like squares, the controls on controller were awful, you had to like click buttons and everything, and but it was exciting. And now I think the routes we get are far more interesting than we did back then. And the amount of variety you can get in a route from layers now is just fantastic. Like the reason that Manchester Airport route still holds appeal to me, even though it's quite short and that there's no new train with it, is just because it's another an excuse to like the Pendolino layers in, if East Midlands 158 layers in, and then you got the 323, and then any freight, because there's another freight pack coming out. Then I think that'll be. Oh look, I got a platinum. Which is not hard because look, I mean, I was speeding and I got minus 162 points and I still got platinum. So it's really not that difficult. Although I've had to say, looking at that diagram, I wasn't speeding that much. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. That's the Flixtrain. It's taken me this game's been out like a month now, and it's taken me that long to actually get around to filming a video with the Flixtrain. But I mean, the Vectron is a great train. This is a great route. Like, I mean, you can see the performance isn't great, and I have to be honest, it's slightly better than that when I'm not recording and I don't have the recording software up. And maybe it might be slightly better without mods, but I recently had to reinstall this a couple of weeks ago, everything, and I played without mods for a bit, and I think the performance is its biggest weakness. Like, the timetables there, the services are really interesting. The scenery is beautiful, but I think the performance, understandable when you think how much is in that game. That route alone, it makes sense why it performs so much worse than West Coast Mainline or San Bernardino. But hopefully they'll iron some of that stuff out. They did manage to do that in Munich. But it took a while. So hopefully they'll be able to iron out some of the stutters. Hopefully, like, there's just some like huge, really massive gigabyte assets that they've forgotten to remove, and they can get rid of them, and it will reduce the pressure around Hanau and towards Fulda. But even with that, if you can overlook the stutters, I think it's a really good German route. Really, like, one of those great ones that, especially when you're driving the Ice T and you get the GNT, LZB, PZB, perfect. I really hope somebody, not me, because I have no idea how to do this, like, merges that and Castle Würzburg, so you can take the Ice T onwards up to Kassel from Fulda. Because I did do that the other day by sort of just spawning it in timetable mode, and it was quite fun actually to take the Ice T up to those speeds on like a high speed line, because once it starts getting really fast, it's very sluggish actually. But anyway, I've gone on and on and on and on and on, and I thank you for watching, and sorry to Germans for, like, not talking about Germany enough. And please, yeah, I think probably I'm going to be back in the West Coast Main Line next time because I just enjoy it too much. Yeah, thank you for watching and have a lovely week. Hasta luego.